Call this meeting to order. It is 7:04. And I will take roll. Alfredo is not here. Karen Waters,
Here.
Brian Allen,
I'm here.
sir. Alfredo Castillo, absent. Graham Zack,
Here.
thank you, sir. Sid Gold,
Present.
Thomas Hartfield, absent. Raheem Kazi,
I'm here.
sir. Ralph Croy,
Here.
thank you, sir. Nathan Lee. Nathan. Unmute yourself. Nathan,
It looks like he tried to speak.
yeah,
Maybe he's having trouble with audio.
okay. Jason,
I'm here.
Lester, thank you, sir. Robert Moore,
Present.
Alvin Waters,
Here.
sir. And let's go back to Nathan.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, great.
So Nathan is here. All right. And myself, Oscar Jimenez, present. So we've got 11 present. We have quorum. All right. So let's go along. Pledge of Allegiance, we normally don't do it for special meetings, right? But since it's the first one, let's go ahead and do it. So who would like to lead us? Karen. Oh, Ralph, did you want to lead us? Go for it.
I pledge allegiance
To
To the flag
Of the
of the
United
United States of America,
And to
and
the
to the
republic
republic
which it
which
stands,
stands,
one nation,
one nation,
under God,
indivisible,
indivisible,
with
liberty and
justice
justice
for all.
for all.
All right. Thank you, sir. Oh, Alfredo just joined. Hello, sir. Make a note.
Yeah, Alfredo.
7:07. Okay. Alfredo, I don't know if you had time, but I emailed you the Word document for the agenda. Can you hear me, sir?
He's muted.
All right, let's move on. Okay, so item B, I'm gonna read that out loud just in case. Are any participants in this meeting considered lobbyists? If so, please identify yourself. We have one participant.
I'm pretty sure Kathleen is not.
No, Kathleen's not. She's from one of the neighborhood councils.
Okay,
Northridge East.
all
Northridge
right
West.
then, moving on. Item C, public comment on agenda and non-agenda items. If you have, there's only one participant. I don't see a hand raised. Okay. Moving on. President, I didn't put anything on here, but just a reminder, Karen, if you, I don't know the dates, but they're going to be opening up the portal for candidates registration, right? And I believe that's in February.
They
or what?
will, outreach will have a meeting on Saturday where we will touch on that topic because I have a meeting with Gibson. And I will share that information with the board.
Okay, so yeah, so we'll get more details, but just keep that in mind. And I believe it is in February, right? When they open up the
Yes.
portal for that.
Yes.
Okay. Someone just joined. Oh, no, they left. Okay. That's been a phone call. I heard an echo. All right. Moving on. Executive Committee, item 1, discussion motion to approve the following MPG up to 3,500 to the Granada Foundation for the 17th annual Granada Hills Street Fair to be held on Saturday, well, this was last year. Brian, I
That
saw
is
an
done.
email.
That is done.
Okay, so that did get funded, right? Because I saw an email this,
No, it hasn't been funded yet, but it's in process. We approved this back in August.
okay. So I did see the email from the state clerk's office that they did receive it, acknowledging that they've got receipt of it.
Yeah,
So,
I did.
okay, so this, we don't need to discuss. Done. Thank you, Brian. That moves us on to the treasurer report. And please, I do this every time, ignore the fourth item, January 2023. There's no way that we could have that yet. But anyway, so Brian emailed the 3 October, November, and December MERs. If you had a chance to look at them, if not, I can share them. I believe, had we approved some of these, Brian?
No, because we tried to, but we didn't make quorum
Okay,
for
We
October and
lost quorum.
November.
okay. Then with that, so would any of you like to see, want me to share them? Here, let me go ahead and put them on screen in case there's questions. So the first one, let's start with October. So Brian, take it away. What we've got here is October.
Sorry.
No worries.
Okay, so this is October? Yes.
Yes, sir.
And if you move it up a little bit, you can see that we still have 20,000, 28,000, 20 what? 26,000, 27.
26.
This is a, in this, I should be looking, I should have it out, but I don't. You can see that we paid our storage, we paid for some tchotchkes from Poor Imprints. There was some printing costs for the recruitment flyer that we used at the street fair. And there was a FedEx cost again for the street fair. That's about it. I mean, you got renewal of our domain for $18.99. All normal costs, all previously approved. If there's any questions on them, please ask.
Does anyone have any questions?
Doesn't sound like it.
I don't see any hands raised.
I have a question.
Fire away.
Yes, sir.
Since this has to do with my finances and my computer has been down, I have not been able to revise or my status on the finances. Do I get to vote on this?
Oh, you haven't finished the funding part of it?
That's correct.
So then
No.
you would
Yes,
have to recuse yourself from this one then.
Not recused, just he's ineligible. That's all.
Ineligible, yes. So, all right.
I
I
will
don't
mark
see
that
any
down
hands.
right now.
I did have one question, Brian. The rollover of $10,000, is that, we did receive,
That's not included in the October yet. That didn't get done until, when did that get done? It was November or December.
So
okay,
that,
We'll see it come into the MER, I believe.
okay.
All right, so we ready to vote?
yep,
Yep.
Okay, then I am a yes. Karen,
Yes,
Sid,
Yes.
Oscar,
yes,
Raheem,
Yes.
Alfredo,
Yes.
Jason,
Yes.
Alvin,
Yes.
Nathan,
Yes.
Graham,
Yes.
Robert.
Yes.
And I'm correct, Thomas is still not here, right? He's absent.
right, he's absent.
Okay, very good. It passes unanimously.
Okay.
Let's go
Right.
on to November.
November is on screen. So this
Move it up just a little bit.
has, oh man, you're gonna
This,
blow it up.
this,
Move it up.
at this point, I caught up all of Aaron Devandry.
Okay, so that is,
I think that's all of them. Is there anything below this?
April. No,
This is the holiday parade. We also paid the holiday parade in November.
okay,
Can we go back up to the top for a
Yeah.
sec? Okay, there, now we have the
$10,000.
$10,000 rollover. It came in November.
Hence the 35, practically 35 available.
Right.
Did that come in quarters or dollars?
It came in all of the above.
Hi, Alfredo.
He said it was a roll, so I thought maybe, dollars or.
Yeah, I figured a new way to roll dollars up.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Silver dollars.
Any questions?
My dad. Silver dollars.
I don't see any, Brian.
I don't see any, so let's vote on this. I am a yes. Karen,
Yes,
Sid,
Yes.
Oscar,
Yes,
Raheem,
Yes.
Alfredo,
Yes.
Jason,
Yes.
Alvin,
Yes.
Nathan,
Yes.
Graham,
Yes.
Robert.
Yes.
Again, it passes unanimously. Let's go to December.
excellent. Okay, and here we have December.
I have a question.
Yeah. Too late.
Say unanimous.
Go on, Ralph.
Should make a note that I was not able to vote.
I have. But for
Okay.
all the eligible all the eligible participants, members, it is
Employees. Oh, my
unanimous.
goodness.
I just wanted you to note that.
We've all been hired.
I got it noted.
Brian, our treasurer, says we're employees. That must be good.
Well, I could make a very strong case for the fact that we are. Okay,
We just-
let's go on to December.
All righty, December it is. So it's up on screen.
And in December, we paid for, again, the storage. There was the holiday parade is actually was last. If you wanted to go back to November, the holiday parade in November was submitted, but it wasn't paid. Now it is paid. And that's why it shows up here at this time. And the YMCA was, you'll see
Oh,
down here,
outstanding.
this is outstanding.
Yeah, okay, very cool. All right, sorry. Toggling.
And now we've also paid the YMCA for the Thanksgiving baskets.
Okay, and there's
Any
nothing-
very important questions that I can answer?
I
Sid.
have my hand up.
Sid has his hand up. You got the floor, Sid.
Maybe it's off topic, but is our storage, was that safe during all this rain? That's,
Oh, yes, I've been in there and everything is clean and neat and dry.
okay, thank you.
No problem. I also want to make sure everybody knows that if you go back to last year, you'll note that the storage was $200 a month. It had an increase this year of 210 to $210 increase. It just so happens that it came in August rather than in July. So because I had put in the original budget an extra $100 in an anticipation, we are going to be able to cover it without any adjustment in the budget.
Oh, nice.
It was lucky, not good. Any other questions? If I don't hear any, we will go on.
I'd rather be lucky than good.
Yeah, I agree.
Do it.
Okay, I am a yes on this. Karen,
yes,
Sid,
Yes,
Oscar,
Yes,
Raheem,
Yes.
Alfredo,
Yes.
Jason,
Yes.
Alvin,
Yes.
Nathan,
Yes.
Graham,
Yes.
and Robert.
And yes.
And again, we have a unanimous. Thank you very much. Going on. I think the next topic is, if I can find my,
I think it was CAG. Do we need to have that still
CAG.
on here?
I was
Brian, I
just gonna tell you, we need to remove CAG
Okay.
from the agenda because there is no longer a CAG. There
Okay.
still is an EHR, but I probably am not the right person to discuss EHR since I'm a member of it. So
Okay.
so I
So-
would say if you want input on EHR as we go along, I would ask you to invite either Andrew or Craig to the meeting to give you information on that. All right, moving forward, budget advocates. Budget advocates are in the process of having their meetings with the departments. Most of them have either been set up or have been met. I don't think that there is much information at this point. There's the budget for done is something that you can interact with them on. I know that they are trying, I know that Raquel is trying to get out to all the NCs in some way, fashion to share with them the new budget that she has proposed. Unlike many of the last years, the budget that is allowed to be presented or proposed is not restricted to a percentage increase or to no more than last year, et cetera, et cetera. So all of them are kind of in flux and they're waiting to see who's gonna get what, but they're asking for all kinds of. And I do believe that I believe there's gonna have to be some discussion about what Dunn is doing. Because Dunn seems to be, and this is my opinion only, but seems to be consolidating some power because there's a lot of things that they're trying to add to their operations. And they're staffing up. They have more people than they had before, and they're continuing to staff up. They tell me, she says that the NEAs are supposed to be at every meeting. I haven't seen one at our meeting in some time. And I don't think that a special meeting precludes them from coming to it. So I'm disappointed that they're not participating as I would hope. I hope the rest of us would like to see them participate also. But I think you should keep a watch on what's happening. And that's about as much as I can give you right now for where the budget advocates are. Any questions on the budget advocates? Doesn't look like it.
Nope.
We can move
Okay.
on.
Let's move on. Plum Committee, I know there was no meeting, but I don't think there's anything to report at this time, right?
No, we have a meeting tomorrow,
Awesome. Oh, right, and
30 p.m.
to elect chair. Excellent. Okay. Emergency
There's a meeting for
preparedness.
Plum, when?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow at
7,
6:30
at
p.m.
6:30.
Anything else, Mr.?
Members are allowed to get there, right?
What's that?
They can join. Members can join, right?
You're
mean board
welcome to
members?
listen. You
You mean
can't
board
participate,
members?
but you're welcome to join us.
Yes, board members, yes.
Yes, you can. However, you cannot,
You can't
you can't
participate,
participate in the discussion.
but you can listen.
You can listen, but you can't, yes, but you can't engage in discussion.
I was hoping you were gonna qualify that.
What's
Huh.
that? So, all right.
Okay.
Okay, emergency preparedness. I don't think.
Nothing
Robert,
to
Just human res-
report.
What's that? No report?
No report.
Okay, and then citywide, Sid, I know you had your meeting yesterday, so
We had a meeting, but we can't, we'll present our resolutions at the next board meeting. So,
sounds good. Thank you. Outreach and publicity. Karen.
Okay, item number 1, discussion and motion to approve the free drive-through docu-shred event on Saturday, February 18th, 2023 at St. Euphrasia Church parking lot from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. And motion to approve the 2 trucks for a total of $1,590 at $795 per truck. They had an increase. They had an increase and actually waived for our last shred event because we had already approved our old amount. So they did at least give us one more break last year. So this is the new price going forward. And the $70.95 per truck. Any questions?
I have a question.
Yes.
Yes, Sid.
Sid?
Yeah, do we have any data from last year? How many people participated or came by?
We don't, but we were busy the whole time. We got a good workout. So yes.
I just think it would be good to have a number to present that participated.
Yeah, I agree with you. So it's kind of hard to keep to count that. We can try that, of course.
Well, we
And
can
we
have a
are
rough number. Okay.
we are also going to. I happen to notice. I mentioned this to Oscar that our videographer for Granada Hills, Mark Horvatter, has never attended our event. So I asked him about it, and he told me to invite him. So I'm inviting him. So he will videotape our next event and post it, around the community.
So I think it's such a successful event. I just like to publicize it more. So,
Thank you. Well, hopefully you can join us and hand out election flyers, Sid.
well, I'll try. Not as mobile as I was. So,
But your hands work really well.
not that
So-
way.
Hey,
So-
maybe you can come and take a tally of how many people showed up.
Yeah, I could be a counter. That'd be-
There you go.
Well, I can tell you, Sid, that the trucks that we had there, we had 2 trucks. We always have 2 trucks. And this time we actually filled up 1.5 trucks, and that is more than we have done before. So we had a good turnout in terms of how much shredding was done.
Yeah,
I
so
agree.
seeing,
It's good publicity. We
Yeah,
could say
thank you.
that. That's,
so if there are no more questions, Brian, take it away.
Okay. I am voting yes. Karen,
Yes?
Sid,
yes,
Oscar,
Yes,
Raheem,
Yes.
Alfredo.
No, yes, I'm kidding. Yes,
You only get 1 vote.
Yes.
Jason,
take that.
that's
Yes.
Chicago.
yeah, this isn't Chicago. Jason,
Yeah.
Alvin,
Yes.
Nathan,
Yes.
Graham,
Yes.
Robert.
Yes.
All right, we rubber stamped all 4 of those. Thank you very much. We can go home now.
Thank
Well,
you very much.
Man, like
And-
that.
And this is an announcement that just, I mean, it's hot off the presses. The city council did vote yesterday to allow virtual meetings for neighborhood councils indefinitely. It does have to go to the mayor's desk for signature and passed on to California legislature.
Let me make a slight correction. They passed a resolution to advise the state that the
Right.
state has to change AB 2449 if there's going to be any virtual meetings other than the way 2449 has stated it.
Right.
So it's the city may not supersede the Brown Act. That
Right.
has to be adjusted by the state if they're going to do it.
Right. But fortunately, we have support, so let's all hope that this
Oh.
goes through.
Well,
And that's it for me.
that's an opinion and I appreciate it and you're entitled to it, as I am entitled to say I prefer that we have in-person meetings. I think they're amenable, they're more comfortable for the participants other than the board members. And we have we as a NC do much better at communicating with our stakeholders than do many that I go to. But unfortunately, so many NCs restrict the participation of the attendees to the point where they really can't make their opinions known. Remember, none of us are professional lobbyists. We do not have the ability to communicate in a short fashion in a matter of 30 seconds or minute. And I think we as an NC give 2 minutes, which many do not do anymore. And I think that we need to revise 2449 in order to allow for virtual meetings to be valuable. But I still think that the majority of us should be in person if we're going to have fair and honest and complete communication, because much of what, see here in our meeting, we have almost everybody on camera. So many NCs have almost nobody on camera. And you really can't communicate well. You can't understand what somebody's saying completely if you cannot see them in the communication. Body language plays a big part in communication. So I
Well-
have a different opinion, and I just wanted to voice mine since you
Thank
voiced
you.
yours. That's all.
Well,
Okay.
no, I mean, I'm gonna say something here for a moment, please. The argument for this, Brian, although, you know, if prior to the pandemic, we did enjoy meeting in person, but times have changed. And, you know, we have 3 board members or 4 board members who actually joined during the pandemic. And we have logistically moved employment. And throughout the neighborhood council system, as I have discussed with people, it was either, you know, virtual or losing many board members because they simply can't take the time it takes. We have all attended many more meetings virtually than we ever would have if we were required to drive to them, because it's just not feasible to do so. So, I mean, it is nice to see people in person. I would never dispute that at all.
Okay, let me,
That's it.
Sid has his hand up, and let's do that, and then we'll close this because
Yeah, I just wanted to raise a point of order that this is
yes, I
not on
agree,
the
it's not
agenda. Should not really,
correct.
it should have been an
Correct.
announcement, and that's it.
Correct.
That's correct.
And just
Correct.
as an announcement, we did discuss this at the citywide, and we'll present a resolution on this matter to discuss at the next board meeting.
Thank you, Sid. Okay, see, public safety, Nathan. I know you didn't have a meeting yet, but is there anything that you'd like to update?
No meeting and no update. Thank you, Oscar.
Thank you, sir. West Valley Neighborhood Alliance, Graham,
No report.
thank you, sir. Small business representative,
Nothing to report.
thank you, sir. And faith-based, Ralph,
Yes, I had a question. I had proposed that we could have voting at our church. And I don't know what the status is right now. I think it's been overdone or something like that, but I thought that was going to be clarified.
I
Well, I
believe,
sent you an
because
email.
locations have already been identified. Karen, correct me if I'm wrong.
No, and thank you, Oscar. Ralph, back in May of 2022, the Outreach and Publicity Committee met and we discussed this matter. We reviewed, and then we brought it to the board in June of 2022, and the board voted for the locations. The first location was the country club parking lot, but there's a wedding that day. The second location was the flats of O'Melveny when you first walk into the park. So this matter has already been discussed and was voted upon many, many months ago. So all I can just suggest is when you see the outreach agenda, please feel free, or even our board meeting, we do it all the time. If you'd like to make a motion to amend the motion to add another location, feel free to do so. But this has been decided upon. So if you could please make note of it so we don't bring this up again.
May I address that then? The location that you have has no facilities for bathrooms or anything else like that. And
They do have restrooms at O'Melveny. The vote, our election day is June 10th. So, and just for one person.
Yeah, I think
So
I'm gonna
just,
have to, I'm
So
gonna have
Ralph,
to,
I'm gonna just, so that we can move on, again, we appreciate that, the church is offering. And if we want to consider that, let's put a motion on the agenda. We can discuss it and go from there. Okay,
I would like,
Everything's already been turned in. It's just, the city's got all the paperwork, so let's move along.
okay. Next, let's see, student, we don't have a student representative. Lastly, let's do the board member announcements and go around the room. Let me see, we'll start with Alfredo.
Right.
Why not?
Okay. So I announcements to be made. I really don't have any. Just want to say thank you guys for kicking off the new year, and hopefully we get to complete better meetings. And this is a short one. This is good. But let's continue to keep them short.
All righty, sounds good. Graham,
Happy New Year, everyone. Great meeting, short and sweet.
agree. Sid,
This Happy New Year, and that's it for me. Thanks.
all right. Raheem,
Nothing for me, except for Happy New Year to you all.
thank you, sir. Ralph,
I'll discuss something later with you, not at this meeting.
okay, thank you, sir. Nathan,
Nothing from me, but thank you, Mr. President, for moving the meeting along very promptly. Appreciate that. Thank you all.
sir. Jason,
Nothing for me. Excited for the new year.
thank you, sir. Robert,
Just want to apologize for my lack of camera tonight. I don't know what happened with my laptop here, but yeah, and Happy New Year to everybody, and thank you for the short meeting.
thank you, sir. Alvin,
nothing for me, just saying Happy New Year as well to everyone.
excellent, thank you, sir. Brian,
Nothing. I gotta go. Another meeting.
okay, thank you, sir. Karen,
Happy New Year, everyone, and ditto, excellent short meeting.
excellent, all right. And lastly, myself, nothing other than like everybody else, Happy New Year, and I look forward to a great year with this board and our community. So with that, thank you, good night, and this meeting is now adjourned.
Night.
Bye.
Arrivederci.
Sayonara.
Good night and good luck.
Thank you.
Night, everybody.
Thank you. All right.
What time did we start the meeting, Oscar?
7:04,
Thank you, sir.
sure. Let me know if you need anything, Alfredo.
No, I've got it. Thank you.
I'll send you the recording if you need it as soon as I get it.
No, I won't need it this time. Thank you, sir.
You good? Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you. Okay. Good
Bye.
night.
Good night. Good night.
Bye.